Hey everybody! In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use stencils that have multiple images on them very precisely and neatly while only grabbing the image that you want. Now I have this stack of stencils. There are 36 of these stencils that come in a bundle, and they are very, very inexpensive. And if you are a bullet journaler or you like to make art in your planner or your art journal, this is a great way to get a ton of different kinds of stencils really inexpensively. So I will have a link to this bundle below the video and on my blog, and you can see the images that I've used. What's fun for planner type people is there are a lot of food images in here. There are a lot of seasonal images, events like movies, activities, sports. There's some military or whatever you would call that category of the image, and sports and things that you and your family might be interested in. Now you can see though that the images are really close to each other, and with a traditional stencil brush or with a sponge, these decorative elements, you might accidentally pick up part of an image that you didn't want. And I'm going to show you how to avoid doing that with the life-changing blender brushes from Picket Studios. So I have a stack of images, and I have my planner for 2019. I love this planner, and I'll include a link to it. It is the Hobonichi Techo. And the size that I like, it's a little bit larger, and so this one only comes in Japanese, but I love it. I think that adds something to the planner. I love that it's all gridded. I love grid paper, and this is actually Tomo River paper. And so you can do art in this planner, even light watercolor, which I did I have the 2018 version as well, and it won't bleed through. Now, when I got my set of life-changing blender brushes, I thought, what am I going to do with these teeny-weeny little brushes? And this is what I'm going to do with them. See how close together the bee and the honeycomb are? I'm going to use these both in different sections of the page without overlapping, thanks to these teeny little brushes. This round brush, the smallest round brush in the 10 brush set, is my favorite for small stencils. Or even if you have a larger stencil and you just want an area of it, this brush is perfect. I'm using Wild Dandelion ink to get the little honeycombs onto the page, and I'll be embellishing these after this. But this is a very quick way to add a little flair to your planner or your bullet journal. Now I love the bee image too, so I want to add one of those. He's a nice big bee that it'll be easy to make stripes on. And you can see with this precision application of ink, I can separate these images and have something that sort of goes across my whole page. So the little round brush, which almost looks like the thing they used to clean your teeth with at the dentist when they hook you up to that machine and they're polishing each one of your teeth. That is great whether you use it in a circular motion or if it's about 1/4 of an inch, I would say, or if you just want to move it straight like I'm doing here, just because you have so much control because it's so small and those bristles are so tightly packed. Now I want to add just a little bit of shading, so I'm doing that with a darker color of ink, and I'll have this listed below. So I just reposition the stencil and then add this little bit darker kind of honey color just to give it a little depth and not have it all be the same. And this little guy's wings are great. And I'm using the oval shaped brush to add that detail with, because it allows me to use sort of the edge of the stencil image, just get a little bit of a line at the edge. And the honeycombs will be perfect with the addition of a little bit warmer color. So you just line those up. This is easier when the ink is a little bit darker to go back and reline the stencil up. And then I'll just edge each honeycomb with a little bit of this warmer color. And that makes it just look more interesting. It's very quick. It would be a fun ritual to do every day if you were just getting ready to start your day and you wanted to add something fun before you wrote down all the super boring things that you had to make a list of and cross off for the day. My friend Melanie has a combo planner and bullet journal that she does all kinds of art in, and it is spectacular. So this one's for you, Melanie. I think you'll love these stencils. I love that little kitty on that stencil. These were some I didn't show you before. There's some more animals, including a cute little hedgehog. This is a really nice planner one because you can point to things with arrows and you can decorate those however you want. Then I have an alien one, my favorite. That's why it's pulled out of the stack. And then this tornado kills me. I love that little tornado. And then, of course, there had to be one about art. And so that's this stencil. So these are the ones that I have on my desk to use. But I thought this bright, sunny little bee would be great for January 1st. Now I have an Arteza fine liner pen. I love these pens. And I'm just going to reposition the stencil and give them a little bit more definition. So you just hold the stencil in place and then you can outline each of these images. Because with the bee, I have to have yellow and black. I can't just leave it yellow. But you could use any fine point pen for this. So I'll outline his little legs and his wings. And that even makes the two colors pop a little bit more, just having that outline to them. And these are very sturdy stencils, so they don't kind of warp as I'm outlining with the pen. They're a nice sturdy plastic, but not too thick to where you get the little halo. And I just love them. And it's a huge bargain. So if you're into this kind of thing, check out the link below or on my blog. And thanks so much for watching.